So this is a family that we have seen along my many years of doing real estate on the ground over my past 16 years. So a lot of families in this kind of spectrum usually are dual income. They have children, very low personal debt. Usually they have a vehicle or maybe they have no vehicle at all. And they're sitting on their first property, which is a HDB, starting from a BTO all the way when this was their matrimonial flat. And they had seen a paper gain. And this HDB has already hit its MOP, and they're in their late 30s. So they're in a dilemma situation of whether should they take the step to plan for their journey, or maybe should they just stay status quo. So let's have a quick look. And I'm going to talk about two methods that we have seen across the years and how families has actually utilized this strategy to own one HDB and one condominium. So a typical route that we have also seen is what we call the do-nothing approach. Now, this is, of course, a very common approach that has no right and wrong. In fact, a lot of families are very happy owning their first HDB all the way until retirement age. And of course, at the retirement age, perhaps some families would then think about, maybe should I downgrade to a smaller HDB flat? Should I sell off and apply for a two-room flexi when I'm 65 years old? Or maybe should I utilize the lease buyback scheme? And we're not talking about this route in the sense that it should be a route for everybody towards the one HDB and one condo concept. Because the one HDB and one condo concept, or whether should you sell your HDB to move on to two different properties, will have to depend on a few scenarios. Number one, most families belong to the dual income family. Number two, their TDSR as well as their family income is of a certain range in order to expand into the next stage. So this disclaimer right here is that the family is assumed to have the ability to upgrade to a condominium. However, they are contemplating, should they take action or should they not take action? And why is this important to understand is because usually our highest earning power and the longest loan tenure that we can take is usually between the age of mid-30s all the way to about 40 plus. Once we pass a certain stage, what's going to happen is that, firstly, your TDSR loaning capability will start to drop. The loan tenure will also start to drop, because loan tenure for your first purchase, in terms of not talking about refinancing, is based off a maximum limit of 65 years old minus your current age, and that's capped at 30 years. Of course, if you refinance, which is another topic, you can actually stretch to 75 years. And most of the time, if we look at the generic route of coming into a HDB property first for a BTO, that is a great setup, because this is sort of like an automated opportunity that you get to enjoy the equity build up over your years of firstly waiting for the construction. Secondly is the 5 years MOP period. So typically, if we talk about pre-COVID days or now that HDB has already started to solve the delay in construction issues due to COVID, let's just assume that the average construction age is about 4 years. And after you collect your keys, in another 5 years' time, on your 9th year, you should be able to sell your property. And that is what we call the MOP year.